I hope I'm live. Hello, crafty friends. This is the Papered Chef here. And I'm hoping that I'm live on YouTube. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 42 projects I created using the Tag Buffet project kit and Tag Buffet stamp set by Stampin' Up. Now, normally I would have a kit to unbox for you, but I already gave away 2 of these kits to my team as prizes this week. Hey, it's working. Hi, Carmen. And so I don't have one to unbox, but I will instead, because I like to always have something to unbox. So instead of unboxing the kit itself, I will unbox at the end the 3 projects that I created with this kit that are boxes. In other words, I'll show you what's inside my little treat boxes. These 3 projects. So I want to just start with what I've saved from the kit, and I saved a few things so you get an idea of what's in the kit. And if my signal holds up, I don't schedule my YouTube lives because this is like my 5th attempt, just trying to get on. If my signal holds up, I'll do some old school crafting. I'll show you how to make some of the things I'm showing you, maybe the tag treats. All right, so I have 42 projects. They are broken down, and I'm going to show you what's in here too, in this box. Let me get my notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're broken down into 8 different types of projects, including cards, diaper fold treats, a matchbox treat, bookmarks, traditional tags like the kind that come in the kit, small tag treats, and large tag treats, and boxes. Okay, so they're broken down into 8 different types of projects. I didn't know what I was going to set out to make. I didn't know I was going to be able to make 42. I probably could have made 45 things because this is all I have left over. The kit comes in this beautiful box, and it's not marked, so it's a gift in itself. You can just make tags and give them to someone. And this is all I have left. I used up all the twine, all the embellishments, everything. No, you didn't miss any, Polly. I just have been working this week, and it's been a crazy week. But also, I have a hard time getting on live lately. All right, so in this kit, it comes with supplies to make 30 tags. Okay, you know I love kits. I absolutely love kits. There's no better thing than using kits for coordination, having instant embellishments, being able to repurpose them. I love it, love it, love it. It saves me so much time. Of course we could have cut these with our scan and cut. Of course you can make your own tags with punches and tags. But look at the gold foiling. Look at these watercolored embellishments. I mean, you just can't do this quickly with stamping techniques. In 1 week, just in my free time with working and everything, I was able to create 42 projects just while I was watching TV and in my free time. And now I ordered more kits already because I want to make a couple more of these before the holidays, especially for my cards. So you get enough supplies to make 30 tags. Now each tag's made up of a foiled plain white one, this piece, and it's made up of a colored background. Each tag. I've already run out of the twine, but you'll see it in my projects. And then it has enough embellishments to make, you get more than 30 of these, I think. I can't remember how many you get. And you get lots and lots of things to stamp on for your sentiments. Okay, so it's when I say 30 tags, you can make 30 multi-layered tags. But I didn't just make tags, I made cards. There's 6 different types of these tags. All gold foiled. There's 6 different types of the colored ones. And then there's 3 different types of these white and gold foiled ones. There's a ball of twine, a gold twine, which I'll show you. There's lots and lots of these embellishments, including cardinals, which I've used up all the cardinals. Okay, and so we'll use some of these to make some old school crafts. So let's just start with the ones that look like the instructions. And when you open up the instructions on this kit, you see the coordinating colors are garden green, gold, pool party, real red, shaded spruce, and white. That comes into play when you see how I decorated these, or how I colored some, did some stamping with the blends. A project kit is different than an all-inclusive kit. Project kits you can get just the project kit, and you can get the stamp set sold separately. Okay, so these are your samples. So if you just get this kit for $30, let me make sure because I have to look in the catalog. You get this kit for $30, just the kit, not the stamp set. You can make 30 tags. So bada bing, bada boom, you're done. I mean, you're done your tags if that's all you like it making is tags. In our 2020 2020 mini catalog, which I'm still sending out. If you're interested, use my contact link in the description of the video or use my website link. Okay, here's the kit. It's called, it's $30. Tag Buffet Kit, Project Kit. Go to my website, paperchef.stampinup.net. Get this kit. You make 30 tags. Done. I mean, you don't even have to do all the other things I'm showing you. You can use whatever stamp set you have, make 30 tags, you're done. Look at all these cool things that come in the kit. Like I said, I don't have one to unbox for you like I normally would because I gave them away. Hi, Caroline. Good morning. Now, if you want, you get the stamp set separately. It's $18. Now, typically it would be, if you went to a workshop, sometimes the demonstrator would have one, but a lot of that has been cut back. So we're doing more, a lot of us are doing more virtual things now. So I recommend getting this stamp set yourself and then getting a bunch of these Tag Buffet project kits, meaning you're going to want one stamp set but more than one project kit, because in the project kit with the cute little box, you'll just have all this like endless fun. And these are great for coloring, and I like the sentiments. They're very, very fresh and new. All right, so I'm just going to go through it. I'm not doing this in a particular order. I'm just picking up things on my table and putting them off to the side until I show you everything. That's how it's going to work. So here we go. And there's just a few that I did just stamping, but most of them I used parts of the cards. And I also used other paper, other designer series paper, because these weren't very long, these tags. And so I used some of my other designer series paper. And I'll get to it as I pick up things. All right, so let's just start picking up things and showing you. This is just your typical tag from the kit. Yeah, this is just, thanks, Patty. This is amazing, right? Shaded Spruce. Remember I told you the coordinating colors were Shaded Spruce, Garden Green, and Real Red, and Pool Party. So there's where I stamped it in Shaded Spruce. I didn't even use special paper, meaning I didn't use my Whisper White cardstock. These were the little tags already cut out for me. But sometimes I use my own cardstock. So I just want to show you that so you can kind of see. Do you see how Whisper White has a hint of vanilla in it? I mean, it's just a little bit, it's not as bright as the plain white that comes in the kits. But look how much better the Whisper White cardstock absorbs the ink. I'm just keeping it real. So sometimes I used my own Whisper White just so I could stretch out and get more tags than were in the kit. Okay, and you can just, I mean, it stamps well here, but it stamps more evenly when you use Whisper White because this has a little bit of light in the middle. All right, so where did I get the stars? They did not come in the kit. But I always like to tell you that, save everything from your paper pumpkin kits and all that good stuff. And I'm sure I have some here to show you. So these were in last month's paper pumpkin kit. They're going to be all over my projects. There was a paper pumpkin kit called World's Greatest. I just did a video on however many projects you can create with that kit. You can save your stars from the shaker cards and put them all over these projects. They look great with it because they're gold stars. Furthermore, if you have what's called the Most Wonderful Time product medley, you can save the stars, and you'll see that I've used lots of these stars. I'm already on a couple refills of that. Maybe my third refill of the Most Wonderful Time product medley. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put these in there as I show you. Put them in the box. The great little box that comes with it. So I'll show you the Cardinal next. No, I didn't have to watercolor this Cardinal special. The Cardinal was like this. I mean, how fantastic. It looks like I did all this watercoloring and brushing. No, I didn't have to do anything. I did punch a little hole with I have a little tiny hole puncher, but you could poke a hole in that, and I made myself a little tag. Well, this tag came with it, but I'm saying I stamped to and from on there. Okay, that's it. Gold twine, very simple. Okay, I'm just picking up, what I'm doing first is sort of picking up one of each style. You can see how there's 6 different styles. This nice little piece of holly and pine was great for cutting in half and stretching it out and getting like double from that. So I'm going to pull those up here to show you what I mean. And then I'll show you those next after I show you my 6 tags. I can show you these tag treats, these smaller tag treats, and how I cut that apart. All right, so 'Tis the Season, stamped in Real Red. Got that gold foiling, the layering. And of course, like I mentioned, I ran out of twine. Let's make sure I'm in focus here. If I'm not, please tell me. Okay, let's see. We got a stocking. I let that one sort of hang off the edge. Hey, it looks like a Blake Forever Fern. Not sure what that is, but it does look really cool. Okay, and I like how, when I first saw this one has holes in it. I thought that would make it would be neat to have something shining through. Right, like some light coming through the back, like a little tea light. And then there's this type, which is, this type of tag is the gift tag. Hi, Sue. I'm showing 42 projects I made with this kit, tag buffet. Okay, so this is just a nice Merry Christmas tag. Now I'm showing you the backs of these because each one is different, and I did punch some shapes out of these. And then I had the Christmas tree one. So that will be, so now you've seen 6 tags, which just get the kit and make these 6 tags and you're done. Of course, you would need some ink. You would need Real Red ink and Shaded Spruce ink. I don't think I did much stamping in Garden Green ink, except for maybe the stamping set, like some of the pine leaves or something. Most of the time, I just stamped all the sentiments in Real Red and Shaded Spruce. Okay, so you can see how they're all fitting in my little box here. Now I'll start showing you some tag treats. We'll show you these 3 types of tag treats. And just keep in mind that this here is made from the same punch I'm about to show you. So let's get the 3 tag treats. And I have one in the making. So maybe it's better to see the one in the making. You see, all you do for this is just take a piece of cardstock and punch holes at the end. You punch the topper and you score it and you wrap it with some designer series paper. Now I've run out of like a lot of things while making this, but I'll show you that I have a new pack of the designer series paper to show you. So for that one I used what's called the fancy tag topper punch. I'll get that, and I'm going to show you this paper now. Well, here, let me show you this white. Then you have something to look at. This is called the fancy tag topper punch. In case you're like me and you see videos and you're like, oh, I want to get that. But we have 3 tag topper punches, not just fancy tag topper. We have 3 different types of punches that'll make nice tag topper treats. We have the scallop tag topper, the delightful tag topper. Oh, yes, I'm all ready for the holidays, Annie. All right, so here's what I'm about to show you, the 'Tis the Season Designer Series paper. Why did I choose this? I needed to stretch out my projects. I needed backgrounds for cards. I needed to wrap these tag treats. I didn't want to just keep cutting up all these beautiful, beautiful tags. See, I didn't want to keep cutting those foiled tags, so I got paper that coordinated. Did I just read the coordinating colors? Yes, no, I didn't. Black, basic black, cherry cobbler, garden green, real red, shaded spruce, whisper white. So do you notice something? Garden green, real red, shaded spruce, whisper white. And of course, black and cherry cobbler. What does that mean? This means that to me, out of all the papers in this holiday catalog, which is really called let me zoom into this. It's really called the 2020 August to December mini catalog. But I like calling it the holiday catalog. In the catalog, this is the best paper to use with this kit. Because to me, it's the best one that coordinates. The most coordinating colors are in the 'Tis the Season paper. So you're going to see me use loads of this. So I'll just show you it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then it starts over. So you get 48 sheets of it, double-sided, 6 by 6. I'm putting these back in the bag. I'm keeping those out because I need to finish up the projects I didn't finish yet. And just to show you, you start out with a piece of cardstock, you score it, you wrap it, and then you can put little candies in it, which I'll show you. It's it, you're done. This is double-sided paper. All right, sorry for all the little plastic sounds. Here's some more paper. I'll just show you the other side now. Okay. So this is not part of the kit. This is called 'Tis the Season Designer Series paper. It's just the best paper to put with all your projects for your kit. So when I keep saying I use 'Tis the Season throughout this video, you're going to know what I used. Here you go. We'll show that too. That's right here. That's this one. See? Look how good the holly goes with the cardinal. Okay, so back to the tag treats. I've shown how to make these many times on my channel, many times. And in this video, I'll show you how to make the bigger ones like this, but not the smaller ones because I've shown it so many times. Not that I won't show it again, maybe soon, but maybe not in this video because we can only do so much in each video. So here we go. It has, you can take this little twine that comes with it, the gold thread, and you can just kind of go like this and get it to sort of fray at the ends, which is really fun. So I just keep that tied, even by putting in the treats in there. So you put in some Hershey Nugget treats. And the reason I didn't wrap these is because I didn't have a lot of time, and I did wrap 3 of them, which you'll see later. I did wrap 3, but they also match so well without being wrapped. See how the gold foil matches so well? But I normally would wrap these in designer series paper to go with it. Okay, so there's that one. So you can get out of this, with that element from this tag, this element, you just cut it in half and you end up with two, and you can get two treats out of it. So you cut that, you cut this piece in half and then you get two treats. And you use the smallest sentiment, with love for you, and it fits on there. So these each have nuggets in them. Nothing on the back. I'll show you the, the backs when I did put something on the back. And I used the stars from The Most Wonderful Time medley, and I try to use things in threes. I try to do the stars in threes. So let's put that off in the box here. I'm putting things away so as I get them done, so I can get them off the tables, because I know in my live videos I always show you the same things over and over because I forget what I showed you. So you can also put mini Tic Tacs in here. And part of the kit I sell on my, not my Stampin' Up page, but on my personal website called paperedchef.com, thepaperedchef.com. I show you how to make Tic Tac treats in a video, and I also sell the materials to make your own Tic Tac treats. Okay, so that's just an example of the same thing. You could put Hershey Nuggets in it, Tic Tacs. Now here's some cool things. I'm just going to show you a couple bookmarks next, and I'll show you a couple shapes while I'm here. So let me grab something that also has this shape on it. Maybe I can't really reach all my bookmarks yet, but I can reach a tag. Here we go. We'll show you these next. Okay, see how this is just one of those, it's just one of the tags. So it's this tag, see? It's this tag, but it's punched. And then this one is the same tags, but they're punched. Okay, so let me make sure my camera is in focus. I don't know if it's me or not, but it doesn't look in focus. So hopefully it is. Now let me grab the punches that I use for that. This is one of those returning favorites. These punches, meaning they were in last year's holiday catalog and they came back again this year. I should have labeled them. Okay, so we're showing you, I showed you what we're working on. We're working on this project kit. And I have these pages labeled. Here we go. It's called the Gleaming Ornaments Punch Pack. So when you just need extra ornaments and extra things, that's where I got a lot of these extra things, was from the Gleaming Ornaments Punch Pack. Hi, Bree. See, so that's where I got a lot of these. But I also use some retired punches as well, not just current punches, but I use some retired punches as well. Okay, so that one is just with you for love. You can actually, with love for you, you can actually stamp right onto the tag. You don't need all those separate little pieces they gave you. You can stamp straight onto those extra tag pieces. Okay, so we'll put this one away and we'll put this one away. Okay, and see if there's any more with the ornaments on them. I'll start to show you some cards. How about that? I'll show you this card. So for this card, I used the Stampin' Blends. Well, first of all, I used Shaded Spruce, right? You know I use Shaded Spruce because I talked about the colors I stamped in. I always stamp in Shaded Spruce and Real Red, but sometimes I use Garden Green for these pine, to stamp the pines in Garden Green. I used this stamp set. So it starts out like this, and I use the Stampin' Blends to color it. And I use the coordinating colors of the Stampin' Blends, Pool Party, Shaded Spruce, and Real Red. This is your punch here. This is the pine tree. It's called the Pine Tree Punch. And I'm using lots and lots of punches in my projects. Okay, so I'm going to show you the other card that's very similar to this. And here, we'll put this punch here while I show you. Okay, so here's one that's very similar. I did two ornaments instead of ornament and stocking. I just changed up the color scheme and the sentiment. This one's Merry Christmas, and that's 'Tis the Season. And usually I do a 1/4 inch margin. So for the Whisper White, this is Whisper White cardstock. I did use a 1/4 inch margin, but then I put an 1/8 inch margin on a piece of that 'Tis the Season Designer Series paper. I thought it really made the card bases pop. So here are the card bases. You can't really see them back there. They're kind of hidden. This is Shaded Spruce, and that's Garden Green. But you could see how the red makes it pop, makes the Whisper White pop off the page better. And then inside, how fun is the sentiment that's inside? Thanks, Wendy. Here's the sentiment from the stamp set. I mean, I didn't have to piece this all together. It's one giant stamp. Here it is mounted, just so you get an idea. That it mounts onto the ones. This stamp block is one of those stamping blocks that's like free with a Simply Citrus card kit, I think it was, or whenever you get an all-inclusive card kit, you get stamping blocks. I'm leaving this mounted. I'm stamping it so much. I'm stamping this inside every card. This is just a great sentiment. May the good times of today become cherished memories of tomorrow. Wishing you lots of love, joy, and happiness. Okay? People need cheer more than ever this year. So it's good to, start on your cards early so you can send them to everybody. And you can even, if you know people who are very busy, like a healthcare worker, they're not going to have time to make their own cards, and you're a crafter, you can bless others by making them cards. Making them cards that they can give other people that they work with and that they take care of, so that you're helping them by making cards for them already made. Okay, so that's just what I used the stamp set for. Oh, these little stars here were from so I told you about these. These stars here were from Most Wonderful Time. These stars here, the sequins, are from last month's Paper Pumpkin. And 2 months ago, the July Paper Pumpkin, these were from the August one. Those big stars were from the one called Summer Nights Paper Pumpkin. So even if you haven't used your whole Paper Pumpkin kit, pull it out and use it for Christmas crafting. Okay? Because you can use those stars over and over. All those extra embellishments. All right, let's see what's under here. So the bookmark, let me put some punches away. Put this over here. See if I can't get some Cardinal things. I'll show you a couple more Cardinal projects, like I'll show you my Diaper Folds. And if I can reach for these bookmarks. There we go. Reach, reach, reach. All right, so here's what I did for these. These are those, it's a typical diaper fold where you take a piece of 6x6. The reason I love that Tis the Season Designer Series paper is it's already 6x6. Oh, heck, we're live. We're just going to do one for you. Okay? We're going to do a diaper fold real quick. And then they hold a Ghirardelli chocolate, or they hold a tea bag. These are so easy, you should be making them every day. Every time you walk into your craft room, you should make one of these. Because you should keep them in your purse, and you give them to people. Give them to waiters. Give them to people at the gas station. Give them to anybody. I mean, whichever theme. I usually put well done on them. Give the well done ones out, because people would like a job well done. Anyway, this is all you got to do. The reason, you don't have to have a scoreboard to do it on. I just like to have it, I just like to do it with, having something to push against. All right. You're just going to take a piece of 6x6 paper, and you're going to make a triangle. And I do this while I'm watching TV. You don't need to have a little spatula, but if you have a little spatula, like this is just my stone scraper. It's from Pampered Chef. It's a stone scraper. You could also use your spatula from your Scan and Cut, like your little spatula like this. You could use a bone folder for crafting, but you just want to crease that down. Okay? And then that's it. So then now you take the triangle and you point it up. Okay, point it up in the air, and you're just going to go like this. You're going across and across. I'll do that side down first. It doesn't really matter which side's down first, but I want to hide that side because there's a little piece of green sticking out. So I'll make that side down. It doesn't really matter though. Okay? And before you do the pinching off, you're going to fold the top flap. Before you pinch it off and start to adhere it. So you want to fold the top flap down so that it's sort of straight. And I make these every day. Almost every day I make something like this. Because A, it makes me feel good, and B, it makes others feel good. These are so easy to put in care packages. They're so easy to hand out whenever you see people. And if you happen to be a demonstrator, like I know many of you are that are watching from all over the world, this can be your little calling card, right? But if you want, I don't put my business information in it, but you could put your business information. You could put your business card inside here if you want. I just do it with candy, and I just do it to random strangers that would probably never craft. But you could do it to people that you think might craft. I mean, you never know who would craft, actually, right? So anyway, then you just adhere it down. I'm using the new, whatever that's called, Snail Plus, Seal Plus. It's not called Snail anymore. It's called Seal Plus. And I just put a little bit of adhesive on there. Just a little bit. Oops. That check mark. And that's it. That is how you do that simple, simple fold. Then you take your handy tea bag, whatever you want to put in there. There's a tea bag. Or your Ghirardelli chocolate. Right? Tootsie Roll, caramel. Doesn't matter. Your business card, like we said. Whatever, a love note, whatever you want to put in there. If you do use Ghirardellis, they make all different kinds. Like my blue ones match my snowflakes. So that's always fun. So anyway, that's the Diaper Fold project. I hope you get inspired to go make some of these yourself and to hand out to everybody you see. It's just lots of fun. And who doesn't have paper? I know if you're watching this video, you have paper. You could fold this right now. No excuses for not making this kind of craft all the time. Simple, simple. Now here's one. This is... Okay, bye, Carolyn. We'll see you later. Yeah, I know, Kathy. This doesn't do it justice in the catalog. I agree. When you see this kit, it doesn't... This picture does not do it justice. I know what you mean. I mean, that doesn't... It just looks like it's tags only. You can do so much more than tags only. I mean, and they look kind of... I mean, let's be honest. They don't look very detailed. That looks kind of like a sticker, almost. Right? It doesn't look like you're going to get this thing that looks like somebody thinks you watercolored it. Especially if you cut off all the little nibs, and you guys know what I'm talking about. When you punch things out of the holes, there's sometimes little nibs and you can just sand them down. Then someone really thinks you die cut it out with the machine. All right, so let's keep showing you the rest of the bookmarks. And now I'm looking at all your comments. All right, so I like to put to and from on some of the tags. So this one, although I'm calling this a bookmark as far as, you know, this is the type of, I call this a bookmark because it's like a tall style as opposed to these kinds, as opposed to the tags I've been showing you. Like here, like this kind of tag. So I will call this a bookmark, but you wouldn't really have to use it as a bookmark. You can just stick that on a bag and it says to from, and that's kind of fun. You know, so sometimes I do the to from. And I'll just put this right on a giant bag itself. Okay? So now, well, good. I'm glad you saw it now. And then this one is just something you could just give to your, like, say you have a reading club and you give everybody a bookmark, or you just give this, like, I would just mail this to someone just as is. Like, it's just, to me, this is more fun than a card. I mean, it's as fun as a card. It's as fun. Because really, I just thought about, you could put it in there too. That's going to be cool too. You could put it in there. It would protect it during shipping. And now you don't have to pay an extra stamp because it's all flat. Of course, you want to put like a sentiment on this part. I keep sentiments. I mean, I'm not kidding. I'm not just saying I hand these out all the time. Look, I keep things. This is from a holder set. I keep these just on my windowsill. I just reached around and got this off my windowsill. Slap it on there. I have these already ready, these little things that say thanks, boom, so that I can, right before I'm walking out the door to go somewhere, I can just stick thanks onto the things that I have folded, and boom, I can give someone a craft randomly that I see, that I meet, random people that I meet. All right, so where were we? We're going to put the bookmarks away. All right, we have this one, and I had two other styles. Here's another one with the ornament on it. And again, this is that paper. This one, 'Tis the Season. I missed the little nib on that one. Okay, and then I liked putting some real red ribbon. So the two types of ribbon I used, well, I ran out. I used the ribbon that came with it, like this gold thread. It's very thick gold thread. And you can go like this, see? It's made of many layers, so you can go like that and fray it. I'm afraid not. I like saying that whenever I'm fraying ribbon. All right, so you can fray it, and you can also use. Oh, I ran out of the other ribbon. I just know it's in the annual catalog, and it's with a suite called Playing or Pets, Pampered Pets, or Playing with Pets, Playful Pets. But anyway, there's a suite when it's called, and it's something about pets. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. And this ribbon comes in a roll with some black ribbon. So that's where I got this from. It's from the annual catalog. Just look for, all you got to do is type in Real Red on our website, and all kinds of ribbon will come up. And then this other ribbon, this is from our holiday catalog. And again, I forget what it's called, but I think I might have ran out of this one too. And you can just fray it's like braided linen trim or something. Braided red, real red. But anyway, just look for things that are your colors, and you can make things with them. Okay, so that's always fun. Put the diaper folds away. You can put tea in here. Okay, let's show you this one. This one's easy. I'm gonna pull some more cards over here too. Something for you to look at as I'm showing you. I'll do some more cards. And all right, so this one's easy. This one's called a matchbook. Matchbook. And again, go to my website, thepaperchef.com, T-H-E, The Paper Chef, and you will find, and you type in matchbook, and you're going to see the measurements for this. Or actually, I'll eventually put them in the description here. It's just that sometimes you'll know. Playful Pets. Thank you, Susan. It's called Playful Pets. So sometimes you'll see that, like, you'll get a blog notification from me like a week after I did a YouTube video. It's because it takes me that long to go back and write the description for each video. So I might be doing a video live now, but it takes me a whole week before I get back and write the measurements for all the projects I did. So if you want to find them in the meantime, I've shown them over and over on my channel, and you just go look them up. So this is just a matchbook. You use a little stapler. It's the easiest thing. You use a mini stapler. It doesn't have to be a mini stapler. Just any stapler. But here's my stapler. The reason I want to show you my stapler is because I finally found red staples. Yoo-hoo! Red staples. I was so happy to find them. But then I covered them up. After I finally found them, I covered them up with paper. But I usually don't cover them up, and they're silver. And now when they're finally cute staples, I covered them up. Only because I wanted another stripe there. But you just staple. I mean, this is literally, there's no glue involved. See, here's the other side of the staples. It's just so easy to make this with some tea. And of course, get yourself some tea that have individually wrapped tea bags and matching ones. So I already have some I'm using for the winter with the Snowflake Splendor that are blue. And then I'm looking to see, here's the green ones. I have green ginger. So I just have ones that match my projects. Again, if you just tuned in, you're not going to get to see what's inside my boxes until the end of the video. I'm going to open up these 3 boxes because they're my favorite. Especially this cutie. He's my favorite. The cutie box. Okay, this one is a card that I made using another product from our mini catalog. And this product is called Winter Snow Embossing Folder. And when I was first showing this, when I was doing my unboxing, and I showed you just 3, I was doing my new scan, cut, and emboss machine tutorial, and I was showing you 3 things you can emboss with that. So look at these. I didn't use these yet, but you can imagine these would look great with these projects. So this is a red one and a green foil. We have red and green foil. In the holiday or the mini catalog, we have gold foil in the annual catalog. And you can just put those snowflakes on the background, and boom, that's it. Slap an embellishment on there and you're done. So you might be saying to yourself, where did she get that little ribbon? Well, because I'm a hoarder. My name is Kim. I'm a hoarder. I hoard things from past catalogs. So if you like something now, then get it. It might not ever come back. Now the moose came back. I didn't use the moose for these projects, so I'm not going to muddy the waters by pulling out my moose punch. But so many people were upset last year when they didn't get the moose punch. And I'm like, well, if you like something, get it when you see it. This was from a couple years ago, and you might have this. You might not even know you have it, but it's the candy cane one, and it has this cool ribbon in it. And you'll see me putting ribbons all over the place. I put them all over my projects because I was trying to use up my little scraps of paper, and I ended up punching out lots of ribbons and candy canes for these projects. And then I put the little star in there. And that's it. Just a piece of real red and shaded spruce and that same sentiment inside. This one's garden green. Same sentiment, and an extra little pop of red behind it. And that's it. Simple, simple card. Okay, these are gatefold, so I have to untie them. So we'll untie them in a little bit. We'll just keep on showing you some sort of simpler cards here. Here's another one, 'Tis the Season. I didn't use a background piece of designer series paper. Yes, every craft, right, Bree? By our very nature, Bree, all crafters are hoarders. Yes, you're right. But I really save my punches. People say, oh, you should have a retired sale. Well, I do have sales all the time. I sell really old stuff on my website, and I give things as prizes if it's like recently retired and like I still have never opened it. But if I open something and I use it all the time, I'm keeping it forever. Like this little piggy stamp set, he's retired, but I'm keeping that stamp set forever. But anyway, this is such a simple card because I didn't even finish the background. Like I didn't even put a whole background on it. I just threw a couple pieces of cardstock on it and called it a day. Basically because I had run out of this. I just opened up a new pack just now for this video, but I had run out of this 'Tis the Season. Hi, Frenchie. How you doing? And so I had run out of that, so I really didn't have any left for backgrounds. But that's one of the that's the Gleaming Ornaments punch. Some garden green. Okay, now you can just simply make a card by taking your tag and slapping it on a card. I'm not kidding, just do that. Get the kit. If you're saying, I don't want this kit because I don't make tags. I hear people say, I don't make tags. Well, heck, who makes tags? I mean, unless some people make tags. I personally don't use that many tags, maybe not 30 tags, because I give people gift cards a lot more than I give them personal like gifts, but I give prizes and things. But I give a lot of prizes as gifts, but I don't really put like necessarily this tag on it. But what I'm saying is, of course you don't need to make 30 tags. Make whatever you want with the kit. Make 30 cards. Just slap the tag onto a card and make a card out of the tag and be done. Call it a day. You have a card here. It's so easy. This card took me 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. Well, maybe 5 minutes with all the cutting. You cut your designer series paper. You put it in the background. It's real red, so it matches. I stamped straight onto the ornament. Didn't even do an extra layer there. But, you know, the S does get cut off. So, actually, I do recommend, see how it gets, here's another one of those. I did it in real red and shaded spruce, and it worked. But you know what? I think it's a little better when you put the extra layer. Because really, you don't want the letters to be cut off of your ornament. But that's just an idea. So make a simple card. Now the reason I could tie the knot like that and you can't really, it works so easy and I double knotted it is because I used dimensionals. I don't know if you can see that, but there's, like in other words, I popped it up. I ran out of everything making these projects, so I had to go get some more just to show you what they are. But I mean, I have lots of dimensionals, but what I'm saying is I ran out of the ones I was using. See, you pop it up with some dimensionals, small or big, doesn't matter. And that way, when you tie it, it stays like the knot doesn't just bulge. The whole thing's popped up, and it gives it that extra dimension. And I popped this guy up on dimensionals. And that's it, some stickers. And there's that sentiment again, but the sentiment is vertical now. You'll see that I folded cards all different ways. So this one's vertical. Or no, is it vertical? Yeah. I guess it would be vertical. But I also did ones where you would like open it like this way vertically as well. All right, we already went over this tag. It's that same kind of tag from Right Strum the Kit. And again, just stamping right onto the tag. This one is to from, stamping straight onto the tag. I like doing it in different colors. And that's that little ribbon. Matching that. It matches that background, the little polka dot. Here's that punch again. This is that pine tree punch. Here's the pine tree punch. That's this. Okay, so I love the gold foiling and all the little holes. It's like, that's called laser cut when they're all cut by machine like that. So I love that. And I was saying like to myself when I opened this reminds me of Chinese New Year, the red and gold. And I do have Chinese friends. So I think that's going to be fun when I get my refills, that is, because I'm tapped out of this one except for the few pieces I have laying on my table. But I think that would be neat for making Chinese New Year cards. All right, so there we showed you this one. So let's move that. Let's see. I want to show you some. We'll open those. But I want to show you some. We'll make a tag treat. Okay, we're going to make a tag treat using this one here. But I have to show you an example first. And just pull out my stuff. Pull out the goods. So here's the example of what I'm going to show you how to make with the little bit of supplies I have left. So here is something, this is called a tag treat as well. I'm calling all these tag treats. Whether or not they're small, like the ones you saw if you just got here, you maybe just didn't see these, but these are the same as these. Okay? If you know how to make these, you know how to make these. And you'll notice that sometimes I use 3/4 of an inch for the bands. Sometimes I used like smaller bands. Sometimes I use taller. Sometimes wider on the sides. It just depends on what you're putting in them. Okay, so for this one that I'll show you how to make, we'll just make this one here. This to me looks like 3/4 of an inch. And see, this one's an inch. See what I mean? It doesn't matter. The concepts are the same. Look, that's a 1/2 inch high, and this is 3/4 of an inch high. This is 1 inch wide, and that's 3/4 of an inch wide. It doesn't matter. The concepts are the same for making this treat. And then I just put some of these in there. Some of these. It holds 6 of these, by the way. It holds 6 of these miniatures. All right, so let's show you how I made it. We'll make this one here. As close to it as I can. And once you get so used to making these, you're no longer going to need notes or anything. You're just going to start, you're just going to take out your scoreboard and just make them. You're just going to do it, okay? So we want to do it, we're going to make it 3/4 of an inch. So we're just I do nothing to the tags. I'm not cutting them down. I'm not doing anything. I'm just making 3/4 of an inch score lines. See? 3/4 of an inch. Done. Let me show you that closer. This, in case you missed it. See? Right? That's 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch, 3/4 of an inch. Right? 3/4 of an inch. 0.75. I'm scoring it. That's it. Okay? You do it to both sides. And fold it. And fold it. And now you only need glue on one of them. I mean, we only need adhesive on one of them because we're going to stick that to this. So we'll just put adhesive on one side there. What kind of adhesive? You can use glue. Doesn't matter. But you are going to, you know, since you are using food, since you're doing this with food, I would say use your rolling adhesive like your seal or your snail. And I bet you all see it, but I can't. I'm looking at my table like, where did it disappear to? I was just using it. We'll give you something else to look at here. You can look at that while I'm looking for my adhesive that I just had in my hand 2 minutes ago. I can see my vellum adhesive. I can see, like I actually used it today, and it must have. Here it is. It fell down. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm putting adhesive right here, and you're just putting like a line of it. See, it's shiny. You can put 2 lines if you want, if it's not a full line. Okay, that's it. It's shiny. You can see it, and you're just attaching it like this. Attaching it. So that's your treat. So you take your treat. You take your tag and you make it into a treat holder. Okay, now we need a little belly band. Okay, same rules for all belly bands. All belly bands are just this, plus this, plus this, plus this, and then you need a little flap. Okay, it's the same rule for every belly band. So you actually you don't need to write down the measurements, you just need to know what size you're making for your project. Let's see what this is. Here's a piece of cardstock. This is a piece of real red cardstock. Oh no, we don't want to put red on red. We need another color. We need contrast. We need contrasting colors. So let's just get some, you know, some other like color of cardstock here. Maybe, let's see. Okay, white would look okay. Okay, we'll just use white. Just because it's you need something to contrast with that. Okay, now you get out your trimmer. And by the way, your trimmer does score as well. Your trimmer doesn't just cut, it scores. So go ahead and use your trimmer as a scoring tool as well. I like to make 3/4 of an inch. Okay, I like to make it 3/4 of an inch to wrap around here. That's this one. This is 1/2 an inch, sorry. This one's 3/4. It works better when it's 3/4. Your candy doesn't fall out as much when it's 3/4. But you can go up an inch too. Then your candy really won't fall out. But you need something around there. You need some little flap around there. Okay, now I'm not going to cut this shorter yet because I want you to understand the concept, because you might, when you're just starting out, you might cut it too small. And I don't want to trim it down yet so that you understand the concept, and then we'll trim down the paper. So you have this here and you're like, well, how do I know, how do I know how much to score it? So you just go like that. You just go, okay, these tags are 3 inches. Well, this one's not. This one I actually trimmed down. I thought it looked cute trimming it down, but let's not. You could trim it down as well, but I'm just going to use a full one. So if you want to know, like, where do I score this? You just go like that. That's where you score it. See, 3 inches. So you just, that's what I'm saying. Before you cut your paper down, if you're not real confident as to what size this strip of paper should be, just stick it down there. Actually, this one's 3 1/4. This one. It's not 3, it's 3 1/4. Sorry. See, that's why I said that's why I'm good I didn't trim. I'm glad I didn't trim my paper because I forgot what size it was myself. And then you're gonna turn it that way and go, okay, what's that? That's another 3/4 of an inch. That's 3/4 of an inch. So I go, so it's 3 1/4, then I go to 4. Now I need 3 1/4 more. 1, 2, 3 1/4 more. Okay? And then I need the 3/4 of an inch. I need 8. But don't cut it yet, because if you cut it now at 8, you're not going to have anything to glue your side flap. So go another 3/4 of an inch. And so now it's the final one when making this tag treat. And I didn't even write down instructions. Like I said, I just did this by just looking at it. 8 3/4 of an inch. Okay, 8 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to just trim that down. And you can even take your scissors, it doesn't matter, because you're gluing that little flap. Anyhow, you're gluing it. No one's going to see it. This is a flap that gets hidden, so it can be sort of deformed. It doesn't matter. We're all crafters here. This is the hidden flap. Okay, I put a little extra glue on that hidden flap because I'm an extra adhesive. And now I'm just doing this. See, I'm doing this, making my little flap for the side of the box. And there you go. So this is a 3/4 inch band that goes around my tag treat. And if you have any extras, like you didn't do it evenly, get out your little Stampin' Up paper snips and snip it off. No big deal. Okay, and we could have stamped on there too. We could have put Merry Christmas on there. You could put cute things on there. Doesn't matter. Okay, but now you're going to lay this flat. You're going to take this piece and lay it flat. And you're going to put adhesive right down here. Right here. You put adhesive here, adhesive there. And you're just going to put a line of it. Because what you want to do is you want to stick this flap. I got to hold it up to the light so you can see it. Okay, so you put adhesive here and adhesive here. And you stick it up like this. Now you put this on. Now you put the band on. Push it down to the table. See? Push it down to the table. Put your fingers in there. Put your fingers in there and seal it together. Okay? Seal it together. Yeah, you could wrap and pinch where the score is going to be. You don't even need to use the scoring tool, right? You could wrap it and pinch it if you want. You don't even need it. I understand what you're saying. But I like to score it because I make so many of these at once. So I do like to use my score, but you could wrap it and pinch it. All right, so that's it. And then you're going to take your handy dandy. These are all my little extra things. Just like I was saying, I make lots of these. See how I have lots of these going for my smaller treats? See how I have lots of belly bands already made? I'm in the process of making more of all this stuff. Hey, I do have more linen thread. Well, good, because we're going to use this little piece here to put on my treat. It's called Braided Linen Trim. Woohoo! I definitely need more of all the real reds. I didn't have any garden green ribbon whatsoever. I had mossy meadow, but not garden green. I just had a little bit of real red. I didn't have any shaded spruce ribbon. I don't even know if we make it. I was like, where's all my ribbon that's matching these projects? I ran out of the gold thread, but I managed to find some things that matched. Because if I'm going to go through making this whole kit, I want it to be coordinated and cute. So what I'm doing is I'm stretching the linen thread because it just stays on the treat better when you stretch it. Who gets to receive beautiful tags? Well, I'm going to put them on gifts, and I'm going to give them to teachers, and I'm going to give them out to my team and to my customers. 3 customers just won yesterday, you know, in the host code drawing. So because none of them picked yet. So Mary, if you're out there, go check your email and pick your prize first so that, you know, the next person can pick. Anyway, I put them in with the prizes for my team and my customers, and then I put them in. Then I give them to presents, and I do care packages for people, and I slap them on gifts. I give them to random people I see. I ordered, I think, 2 more of these kits because I loved it so much. All right, so there you go. Then you take your little, I just stretched out my braided trim. Stretched it out a bit. Now it depends on which way is the front. I like the little seam to be in the back. It doesn't really matter. We'll put that on the front then. I mean, in this case, the front and the back are the same. I'm just going to push that through and then loop it. Do a little loop like you would loop a luggage tag. And he's looking really cute. And I think I'll put a Christmas tree on here because I don't really have much left. We'll put a Christmas tree. See, we have these, but you don't want to put red on red. You don't want to put like the red on there because it's too much. There's not enough contrast. So I know I thought I had a Christmas tree when I open up the box today. Here we go. So this one will look good on here. So that's the one I'm going to put on there. So you get whatever dimensionals you have, you know, whichever adhesives you have. And you're just going to put the tree on there. I mean, when I say I ran out, I'm just going to use the rest of these. Or actually, here's some. I was cutting the edges off. That's how much I ran out of these when I was making them. But you just pop a few of these off. Stick them on your tree. I don't know, maybe 4. And that's it. And then I put a little star. I put a little star on my tree. Oops, put that on there. Okay, so put him on there. Put your little tree on there, on your tree. It's like sticking to my finger. It won't get off my finger. Get off my finger. There you go. And then I put a little star in here. But I think I used my star stickers from the Most Wonderful Time Kit. This one. Because these were already stickers. But you can use your stars from last month's Paper Pumpkin Kit. Or just use whatever you have. But I put a little star on the tree. And then you're just going to use your sentiments. And you should have been stamping those all at once. Don't go stamping one sentiment at a time. Stamp them all at once. I would like to put a red one on there. Here's a red one. That one got a little crooked, but, you know, it's not bad if I put a little something, something right there. But it's a little crooked. So, we will just go with, nope. Here. See, the reason these probably aren't used is these are like my somewhat defects. Oh, that's a cool one. No, too much going on because I layered it. So but you have a lot of choices if you stamp a lot of them ahead of time. When you first stamp, you can tell when you first use a stamp before it gets stained, see how it's all blotchy? And then when you use it a couple more times, it just comes out better and better. And I just put a little bit of adhesive on there. Slap that on there. You could have popped some red behind it. I think it needs a few more stars. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. And that's it. And then you can stuff 6 of these in there. With the size we just used, which was, this was the 3/4 inch sideways. With the 3/4 inch on the sides, you can put 6 of these. 6 of these miniatures in there. And they stand up straight. So you want to use your finger behind there to stand them up straight. I just do back to back because it makes them go in there smoother. So there's 4 kinds of nuggets, miniatures. There's 4 different types. So you got the peanut. They'll get like 2 with nuts, I think, or at least 1 with nuts. 1 dark, 1 milk chocolate. So this is very heavy. There's 6 chocolates in there. Who wouldn't like to get that as a random act of kindness? Or go into nursing homes. Go into different places like youth centers. I mean, just give people things. Oh, Frenchie, I'll send you one if you're in the U.S. All right, so where was I? Okay, that was 43. Remember I said I was showing you 42 projects? That was 43. All right. So, and then you saw this one. You see how at the beginning when I started making these tag treats, I started trimming them down. I said, oh, it would look so cute, trim down. And then after trimming one, I said, well, it doesn't hold, it holds nuggets really tightly, which is nice. If you trim a little 1/4 inch off each side, it'll hold 3 nuggets perfectly. See how there's 3 nuggets in there perfectly. But if you don't trim it, it's still really cute. So, I mean, trim it if you want to trim it, but then just remember that you're going to be making your band a little bit different size. So you decide how you want to make these. Okay, so let's put that off to the side. And this one. And then you can just use the same concept for trimming these. These are 3-inch ones. So again, trim them. You can make them 1 inch or 3/4 of an inch. You can make these into your tag treats. And that's what I'm about to show you now, is all these. I made all of these just by taking the inner tags and making them all into tag treats. And I liked at the beginning using a lot of gold thread, but I didn't know I was going to run out of this gold so quickly. See, I ran out. So I was like doubling it, tripling it. I was like, oh, it's fantastic. It's all, but then I ran out. So just so you know, they only give you enough to put like 1 little gold thing on each one, on each tag. You don't really have any extra at the end of that gold. But see, there's 6 nuggets in there. It's very, very heavy. Okay, so I'll definitely be putting that into care packages and things. And I like how you can see through these. Like I said, I thought that would make a nice little, what's that thing? Like a tea light, shining the light through. Like if you made a wider box and you had like the tea light inside, these holes would let the light shine through, which is fantastic. All right, so let's see what else. I think I showed you that one. I don't know if I showed you this one. That's the other style. That's empty. The kit is called Tag Buffet. It should be in the title of the video. But my YouTube was so slow when I started this live, it wouldn't even put my thumbnail picture. It's called Tag Buffet. Here, I'll open the catalog again. And stick around because I'm about to, I'm done showing you, I still have projects to show you, and I'm going to open up these boxes. I'm going to open up the boxes I made. All right, so this is called Tag Buffet Project Kit, and it's only $30. Anyone who orders from me in the month of September gets a 33-page PDF tutorial, and the tutorial has lots of cards in it, and it even has, actually I just remembered that, it even has my recipe for making these. I didn't make the tutorial, I only made one, I made one thing in the tutorial. My team made everything else. I just contributed one thing. And each team member contributed a card, not each team member, each one who's part of that tutorial. So you have about 10 projects in there, and you get that for free, step-by-step directions on how to make projects from this catalog. And that's free to every customer who orders in September. Oh, I can even show you that if there's time at the end of the video. Meaning if my YouTube doesn't kick me off. All right, so these are those tag treats. I'm going to show you these quickly because now you get the concept. But look how cool it is because they're foiled on the back too. And sometimes I put something in the back. Okay, so that's that. This is a Shaded Spruce Pine Tree Punch. You saw that. Let's see. This one's a little shorter. So in other words, if you score it like maybe 3/4 of an inch, it's a taller treat. If you score it at a whole inch, it's a short, stubby treat. It is, yeah, Tag Buffet. It's a short. Oh, I'm glad you liked the tutorial, Kathy. Good. I'm glad you like it. I'm trying to remember to send it. This one could fit one more nugget. See? It holds 5 nuggets in there. There's only 4 in there, but it holds 5. Unless one fell out. But while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to stick one in there because it makes it tighter. So you want to stuff all your candy in there and make it tight. Okay? So there we go. And that's how, like, it's like shorter. Let me put that off to the side so I remember I showed you too. Okay, again, just an extra little piece of foil behind there. And you could put stuff behind here, to, from, you could stamp right onto there. Lots of fun with these. I feel like I just showed you that one 3 times. Sorry about that. 'Tis the season. Oh yeah, there's a candy cane. Put stuff on the front. The back. Put stuff on the back. Just decorate all you can. Yeah, it's like if you're blessed with the gift of crafting, then you should give crafts to others because not everybody can make this stuff. Some are going to go say, oh, anyone could do this. No, not really. They don't have the supplies. A lot of people just don't have, even if they wanted to do this, they need the stuff to make it. So that's why it's good if you bless them with it. So they get to enjoy crafts, but they maybe are doing other things and they don't have time to craft or they don't have the stuff. This one's fun again with the candy cane on the back. So I just like to give out. I basically just give out everything. I make it and give it out. Everything I make. Isn't that what it's for? That's why you're making it. I'm not keeping it. I keep things other people give me, though, as samples. I even sometimes give out what other people give me if it doesn't have if they didn't sign the card. All right, so you got to, I think I'm beating a dead horse. You saw this one. Well, I'm not beating any dead horses, but you know what I mean. But I'm done showing you the tag treats. Whew! Wait, there's one more. As soon as I think I'm done all the tags, here's another tag. It just goes on and on. So you see how I ran out of the gold, so I just started using. All right, so now we have a couple more cards. Okay, again, this is just a tag card. Again, you don't want to make tags? Fine, don't make tags. Make cards. Okay, you don't want to make flat tags? Make tag treats. Put candy in them. Make cards. Okay, you don't want to do that? Punch out the Christmas tree and put a note on the back of the Christmas tree and hand it to somebody. Put a note right on here. Hey, you just gave me an idea. Meaning you, my viewers, as I was holding this up. I could actually put like thank you for your order right on this. I could write a note right on here. Like on this piece. Any of these pieces. So, it's all good. It's all just fun stuff. Yeah, bag cards and put cards in boxes and give them to people. So, again, this is that trimming, 'Tis the Season Designer Series paper. That's what that is in the background there. And I didn't even put sentiment inside this one because it was already on Whisper White. All right, now I'm going to open my Gatefold. Oh, wait, there's one more of those. There's one more card like that. And now I'm going to open my 2 Gatefold cards. And then I'm going to open the cards. Let's see what's in the inside of this one. Yeah, see how the black really makes it stand out. So this is Whisper White. This is Whisper White cardstock on black. I liked using the black card base, and I think I might do some more with black card bases because, you know, it was a discovery. I had discovered it later. I like this better than like using the shaded spruce card base. Well, it depends on which. It just changed it up some. Okay, now we're going to open up these. These are called Gatefold cards. So I'm going to open them up. So you wrap them twice with twine. There's always little surprises in my Gatefold cards, I think. I think I put surprises in here, meaning I think I put more graphics in there. So for this one, I just cut the tag. I turned the tag sideways, that's all. And I just trimmed it 1 inch, I think. No, 3/4 of an inch. Let's see how big that is. Maybe it's 3/4 of an inch. Yes. I did 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. Okay? And then I made this little panel that way. Okay? And then I put a Christmas tree inside. See? Extra little fun things inside. It's because you have all those extra embellishments, you use them up. Use all your extra embellishments and decorate the inside. This is what's called a gatefold. Very, very easy to make with the same amount of cardstock. Okay, let's see what's in this gatefold card. Again, just wrap it twice. Boy, that's going to be fun to take a picture of later. I have to wrap it back up. But wrap it twice. Oh, yeah. Hi, Nola. It took me like 7 attempts to get on today. Or maybe I'm exaggerating, but at least 5 attempts. So this is why I don't announce my lives, because you never know if I can actually get on. Okay, so this one, I did this a little differently. I wrapped it twice in the twine still, the gold twine. But this one, I kind of let the sentiment hang off there. And I put little surprises again inside. Those are those little gleaming ornaments. That's the same punch. Extra. Yeah, thanks. The gatefold is just fun, and it's like fun to put little things in the side. I made a lot of snowman cards last season using that gatefold. And as I was doing this, and after I had already glued this down, I glued this down, but I could have tucked this under. So I could have tucked this in there. But I didn't really want to hide the Christmas. But what I'm saying is, like, just as a flap, maybe not even with something on it, I could have tucked it under there, and it would have held the card shut, and I didn't need twine. But I do like using twine. I mean, it's kind of fun to use twine. All right, now we get to open the cute little boxes. To make boxes, I've shown this on my channel. It doesn't matter what you start with. You just start with 2 rectangles or 2 squares. And then when you make the bottom one, it has to be slightly a smidgen smaller than the top one when you score it. So these are just boxes I made with the 'Tis the Season Designer Series paper. I was trying to put 2 here and from there, but then I accidentally glued my Christmas tree on this way. So now it says from in the front and 2 in the back. But that's okay. I mean, it wasn't my intention, but I had already glued the Christmas tree on backwards. But anyway, so then you just untie it. Let's see. I might have made them loose enough to slip off. Lots of extra little stars there. And here's what fits inside. So I made this one big enough to fit Ghirardelli and loads of these chocolates. See, there's 6 more of those. 6 more chocolates with that Designer Series paper. And they all just stack in there. You can even wrap your chocolates in different wrapping papers, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so that's it. And you put 6 of those in there. And your Ghirardelli on top. And then you put your lid on it, and you put some twine on it, and you're good to go. I'm opening my favorite project last. This is my favorite one. This one again, just that 'Tis the Season, matches. And then again, that stamp set, Tag Buffet. That's Tag Buffet. Everything's Tag Buffet. I didn't use any other stamps for these projects. Okay, wrap it with some gold. I put it at an angle because I was trying not to hide this cute little foiled ribbon there. I was trying not to hide it. That's why I put this one at an angle. And it fits lots and lots of candies again. So you got 4 of those and 2 Hershey Nuggets. And then my favorite card, I just used 1 tag only. So I just cut it. And that's how big the top of the lid was. And I did write notes down for that one. But due to time, we won't make this box. But this is, I just cut it off like here. That would be the lid. I cut it off this piece here. And then that's how you make the lid out of 1 tag. So 1 tag, see? 1 tag makes this whole box, or the top of the box. And the bottom is just cardstock. And I put little stars on it. 'Tis the Season. That one has a knot on it. Cute little Designer Series paper. And this one has, when I kept telling you what you could do to the nuggets, you're taking your nuggets to a whole new level. Look at that. You can wrap your nuggets and put them inside your box. So that's what you could do to your treats to take them to the next level. I mean, how cute is that already? This box is cute and it has nuggets in it. And that box is cute. But I mean, how great is that when you take and you make a box right out of the, when you wrap the nuggets right there. All right, so this month we have, I'm wrapping things up now. I just wanted to show you two things. Okay, one thing is this box here. It says kits. Okay, so we have subscription kits called Paper Pumpkin. That's you get each month. Many of you are involved in that if you're in the U.S. Then we have this kind of kits. They're called, inclusive, meaning you could just make this just by ordering the kit and slapping the stickers onto the kit. I want to show you that because I have one made here. And then you have this kind of kit, which you need the stamp set separately. Like this is called a project kit where you get the projects and the stamps. And you could get like an all-inclusive card kit. So I don't have this one, but one of my team members, Rita, did a nice video on that one. Joy of Sharing, all-inclusive card kit. Very nice gold foils. And if you like poinsettias, I've been practicing. I finally said the word right for the first time. I mean, on my first try. But anyway, that's how, so this is what it looks like. And then you can get what's called product medleys. So what I want to show you right now is just this. I have one made because, and this is the product medley over here. I have one of these made because last year when I moved to a new place, I needed to do a workshop, and I said, what kind of workshop could I do where I don't have all my supplies with me yet? And this is what I did. I just asked everybody to order one of these kits and make it. And I provided the adhesive, and that was it. And we made these. I made loads and loads of these, and I gave some away as prizes as well. And this is what it looks like. It takes you about an hour and a half to make. That's with eating and everything. I mean, eating snacks and everything. Here's how big it is. See how big it is inside. It fits one of the mini curvy keepsake boxes, meaning these little mini curvy keepsakes. Let's see what's in this one. I think it's one of my tea lights. These are from the Dollar Tree, by the way. It's a color changing light. Bada boom. Actually, it should go in number 25. Wherever number 25 is, you can make a glowing drawer. I have a video on YouTube called What's in My Drawers. And you can watch what's in my drawers and see what I put in I put something in every one of these last year. Every drawer. Okay? And you could, what's really fun about these kits is you can decorate the back with another theme. Maybe you could do a Halloween countdown or a Thanksgiving countdown. And then you turn it over and it could be a Christmas countdown. Or you could just use it this way. Hey, I've already done that day, and I'm going to flip it around. Okay, so that's what's called a Christmas countdown kit. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to show you. And the other thing I want to tell you about is our special. Right now we have the Get and Go promotion. And it is called the Get and Go Starter Kit promotion. And this month of September, you get, if you sign up for the $99 starter kit, which includes free shipping, then you get 2 free stamp sets, a bunch of cardstock to make cards. Let's see how many. 16 card packs. 16 little kits with each one has enough to make a card. So you can make 16 cards, 2 stamp sets, and a pack of rhinestones. Oh, here it is. It's written out here. Granny Apple Green cards, Coastal Cabana cards, Queen Anne's Lace stamp set, So Much Love stamp set, Rhinestone Basic Jewels. All for free, in addition to your $125 worth of stuff you picked out. But you only pay $99. And then I think I put it here of all the stuff you get. And I'm going to end there. This is all the stuff you get. This is my flyer I send to my customers. So it's not usually something I put on YouTube on the screen, but you can kind of get an idea of all the stuff you get. And a lot of demonstrators want to join for the discount, and you start out with a 20% discount on our Stampin' Up! Products. But if you want to do more with it, we support you and our teams. And we support you to do more if you want to make it do workshops and make it into a business. It's taken me many years to get it to that point. And I started as a hobby demo myself just to get a discount. And now look at me. I'm doing this, like juggling this and all kinds of stuff now. And a team. So it's all good. You grow slowly, but you grow. And you bless others along the way. So I hope you check out my website here and find out more about the starter kit promotion for the month of September. Now, you can join anytime. You just only get the freebies in September. But you still get all the good deal, free shipping the other times a year. All right, that's all for now. This is the Papered Chef. And we will see you next time with a scan and cut tutorial coming up next. Not next today, next, but the next video you see on YouTube is a scan and cut tutorial. Thank you for my patrons who are supporting my channel. You're getting an extra freebie gift perk this month. Bye for now. See you next time.